item for all Salon people and then party them. Charitable Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program, Look Me, I Look You. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's tem these?
Hello, my name is Josephine Kamara. I'm the founder of You Can Do It Foundation. You Can Do It Foundation is a charitable organization based in Sierra Leone, West Africa. You Can Do It Foundation has been in existence for the past 2 years. We have been fighting gender-based violence against women and girls within the community. During the past 2 years, we have been offering psychosocial support, counseling, court fee, medical fee, including school items to the survivors of gender-based violence. However, during the lockdown of COVID-19, report received and confirmed that rape cases among a minor has increased tremendously within our community. Because of this, You Can Do It Foundation has secured the land to build an accommodation for the survivors of rape. However, this may almost become impossible without your generous support. We need your help to build this home for the survivors. Your help could be in cash or in kind. If you wish to join us to make a difference in a child's life, please go to our website, which is www.youcandoitcyf.org, or you can go to our GoFundMe page, which is Home of Hope for the survivors of gender base, or you can contact us with the details at the end of this video. We thank you greatly for your generous support, and thank you once more for making a difference in a child's life.
Hill Valley Academy is a school that provides the very best opportunities for our students to develop, grow, and mature into young adults who are encouraged to become patriots as well as global citizens. We have high expectations and ambitions for all our students. We provide a caring, supportive, tolerant, and challenging environment in which all individuals can grow and flourish. A graduate of Hill Valley Academy is a well-rounded human being capable of making the most of what life has to offer. We actively encourage academic excellence with a sense of responsibility. We look forward to welcoming you to our school and to meeting you in the not too distant future, because together we achieve the extraordinary.
Silverstone Beats.
People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life going evil, we all have to give, oh yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah, yeah.
can't see where they happen. This not for be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to attempt for big greed.
You see this life, the leave, you see where we lose or we know. Stop killing one another, let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like was evil. On the block with a C, money dip and make every day pan pre, yeah.
R.I.P. they took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This study time we stop now crime, don't blind by this life, your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the Green Reaper will be your remover.
They said of the range ranting of some sanctimonious food is as poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's at ease for you to listen and deduce the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun ain't nothing new, that for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up, stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up, stand up for what is right. 'Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through, even when you're feeling new. Where is the love? Do this if we try. There's no time to waste, no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
See, I did not love done, but me heart still at home. God don't lift me up, but me heart still at run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Plead to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. With people then they suffer. You then I you the bluff, it's copper. You're the game, need for change. Like we not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
Where is the love?
Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and bombs. Let's be together. With peace and love, golden hope through storm and weather. See what is going on. Where is the love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get, whose side the love they?
Una left. Boku man them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
I was raped multiple times by my aunt's boyfriend when I was 6.
I was repeatedly raped at the age of 8 by a close family member.
I was raped at 19. I didn't speak openly about it because I was ashamed and afraid that people would judge me.
I was raped at age 5 by my caregiver's husband.
On June 17th, 2020, 5-year-old Khadija Sakho, a beautiful little girl from Freetown, Sierra Leone, was repeatedly raped and strangled to death, allegedly by her own cousin. Her death shocked the nation. But in truth, in this small West African country, 9 out of 10 girls experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. Think about that for a second. 9 out of 10. That's 90%. My name is Aisha Sase. I'm a journalist and activist. I'm joining forces with Idris Elba and other activists from across Sierra Leone to support the survivors of sexual violence with the Survivors Solidarity Fund. Please consider donating whatever you can afford. All monies raised will go to 4 local organizations currently providing free medical and legal services to survivors. 5-year-old Khadija lost her life to sexual violence. That same threat remains for millions of others. So this is also a call for you to use your voice, your power, to draw attention to an enduring culture of rape. Together, we must end it now. My name is Aisha Sase. I am Khadija Sakho.
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 We are Khadija Sakho.
We are all Khadija Sakho.
My country, baby. It's a long, it's a long. Now we go with this. Cloud Diamond.
Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone, cause if we went, Usa we go. Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone, cause if we went, Usa we go. Everybody me say well done. If we own this country so strong, everybody me say stand up. If you like Salon, say yeah, 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 yeah. Then say so good in the morning, the land is just gloomy, the moon is going, the cloud is forming, the cocks are crowing, dew is falling, the bags are coming, everybody running, inside Switzerland today, the land is yummy, see the mommy they cooking fufu, the body smoking cigarettes, Rajo they watch baby Musu. We they find out the country rest. Right in West Africa, on the Atlantic Ocean. Inside this land, so much I can boast of. Look at the good plantation. From the beach, I get meditation. Make me not wear this nation. I get L-O-V-E for me alone. Yeah, for me alone. Love for me alone, sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone, cause if it went, Usa we go. Sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone, cause if it went, Usa we go. Everybody me say well done. If we own this country so strong.
stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Then say Then say
I know a L-O-V-E, Sierra Leone was a L-O place where sweet like gold. We got diamond box, I silver and gold. So that we make count for the young and old. I mean for let me serve, help me serve. Also you come for the bars, you want for put chest. Peace, love and unity, now for put first. For the jealousy and watch, that don't make sense. Togetherness is one, but wait for we success. So get up and go walk, and sit down for the top. I criticize the government just for mix up. But that on the pill, so we need for put stop. Have for hustle for you all, no matter how you struggle the bone. This life without pain, not easy, not in the zone. Just forget to live in, myself can go slow. We like to say I go, I never forget about this home.
Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it won't, who's how we go? Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it won't, who's how we go? Everybody missing welcome. If we own this country so strong. Everybody missing stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Then say Remember, say, sweet alone how we own. Each and every one will take care of his own. We all remember, say, this country now we own. Each and every one will take care of us alone. I will exalt thee, realm of the free. Great is the love where I get for so long. I got enough track of one for maintain this land. No matter the situation, I get love for so long. I got enough every day, no day pamphlet. Blessing up picking go school, make it go land the boo. I don't owe me all like farmer, put the country part up for any attack. Me the way me boo. I got enough every day, no day pamphlet. Blessing up picking go school, make it go land the boo. I don't owe me all like farmer, put the country part up for any attack. Me the way me boo. Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it won't, who's how we go? Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it won't, who's how we go? Everybody missing welcome. If we own this country so strong. Everybody missing stand up. If you like salon, say yeah.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Sierra Leone Media Live on Facebook and YouTube. This now an emergency program put together because of the reason we make me there. So this particular evening on Facebook. But today we're here this evening just for pay respect and pay tribute to one of Sierra Leone's finest. As we all know, a couple of months ago we been in Cameroon. They celebrate the victory of Sierra Leone football. As far as we concerned, we did extremely well within this AFCON which just happened in January this year. But I believe, say, within the team we go Cameroon, we get so many players and we come and support ex-players, ex-professionals, and people who don't serve within the Sierra Leone Football Federation for that long period of time, and also the national team itself, we're not the Leone Stars. But sadly, this morning, we get a very sad news, say, one of them people in Leone didn't go with our contingent in Cameroon, sadly passed away this morning with some short illness. He's a household name, a remarkable footballer. I think somebody we talk about football in Sierra Leone, you will not say anything without mentioning him among the first five, or possibly one of the most skillful players we Salon ever produce. I believe, say, this person don't play football in the early years, possibly when he was about 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8, 10 to 11. That's when his name became a household name in Sierra Leone. I don't know about the random ages of how old you might be right now, but if you are between 30 years and below, you likely may haven't seen or heard the opportunity for this young man in name or see him in person. But I believe, say, if you are above 30 to maybe 60, 70 years old now, then definitely it's either he was one of you guys or you know your name as a household name for football in Sierra Leone for the past 40 years. Sadly, we lost this young, fine gentleman this morning. We then call Lamin Conteh, commonly known as Junior Tumbu. Well, for the one that we know the Junior Tumbu name, beaucoup people in our salon know. The Lamin Conteh, I will believe, say, sometime today, will be one of the very first time when plenty people in Mozambique name Lamin Conteh. But the one that we play ball time, definitely would say that's the name Lamin Conteh. But a nickname was so popular than anything else we declare for mention when it comes to football in Sierra Leone. So today, we decided put together an emergency show where we can pay respects and give tributes to this fine young gentleman we don't serve in country for possibly more than 30 years. If I say now one of the youngest players that we come into football, we begin play high-level football at that younger age, possibly around 15, 16, they don't begin play in professional type of football as Sierra Leone. And I remember those days when we talk about street league, grassroots football, now they actually begin come grassroots football that is surface for people to understand, say, we have talent in Sierra Leone. And I remember those days I was young myself, and I don't say I've not been there anywhere closer to in kind skills we've been getting football. But I believe, say, at some point in my own career growing up as a child, we possibly don't meet at few different grassroots leagues them where I've myself been on play alongside few household name players then. But the first time when we come across the name Junior Tumbu, na Ginger All League. And Ginger All League, if anybody knows how Ginger All League been there, now in the eastern part of Sierra Leone, and it was very, very much interesting for understand, say, Ginger All League, now one of the league that we begin to produce one of the finest footballers in Sierra Leone. And that the first place down the way I begin hearing this young man named Junior Tumbu. But today, we get few people in where they can grace this occasion with where they can talk about this young man, how much it don't make a difference in their lives, how much it don't make a difference in the lives of so many people in where they don't come across, we know, and how much impact it don't create in football in Sierra Leone. Not just a household name, but a household name that delivers when we so desperately need him to deliver. One of the players that we played the 2 African Nations Cup with Salon first qualified, and he got the 3rd one, but as a delegate, people that we go give morale and support to the younger players they will get to they represent Salon currently, and especially for the AFCON. So with me today, I guess a fine gentleman we don't follow football in Sierra Leone for years. We don't cover salon football for years. We didn't have fit on. But it's not a fit on get crisis, and so we know they can't talk about the crisis now so today. But in environment we right now back of the environment because of in usual environments, he cannot use it because of the crisis we're going to solve with electricity. So, notwithstanding that, I go on for introduce Tona, the two young fine men that we get now today. Few more they join me later on, but we get Mr. Kagbo, we commonly known as MC Owen. Well, Owen until actually it's being Owen named as Kagbo, but definitely now somebody we don't cover salon football for quite some time. And we get another young fine gentleman, we call himself Sule. Sule, I don't have Sule for long. We don't deal hang around. Funny enough, we don't meet up once or twice in football. I don't even know self saying that possibly they play football. Past over the years, we are beginning. And I said, oh yeah, so you play football. Me and too, we don't meet up in football in so many different places. But yeah, cool. But that's Sule for today, and we get a few more. We are Sige for joining me as the program will continue. So, now welcome the first guest with MC Owen. MC Owen, welcome to the program. And yeah. Introduce yourself to the audience and then tell the other EP and whatever you know say you want for me to know about you today.
Thank you very much, moderator Sil. Me, I'm more like Kagbo. As you don't mention, people when they call me MC Owen, you know, it's not really easy for the people. Some not even know me biologically more like Kagbo. But you know, interestingly, everybody know MC Owen. You know, the passionate sports reporter, especially football, somebody we go up Nakisi, Mile and Field to be precise. In 1998, during the time of Rebo, by the days of Derrick and Obi Meziga, Dogro even bets me na one compound where the type of people na Mile and Field always over small. You watch game, it was the final. So I get a lot of passion, yes, in reporting football and sports at large. Me, a writer, me, a reporter, as well, me, a producer. Somebody we don't produce, and I work for a lot of institutions, including in the print and electronics, radio and television. Me, the former producer for Orange Football Special. Me, a former producer for Epic Sports, and also me, the former reporter and also acting editor for Newsworld newspaper, and I write and report for different blogs in the world, including some institutions, like online institutions, or television stations, with different parts, including Zambia and the like. So. Happy for there this evening, and I think we will be able for this is an emotional moment, but we're able to share the ideas of this very great man. We I think we're not able to harness waiting he gets before God on taking life.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Molai, and I believe your knowledge in football is one to be compared with the knowledge the man who come for honor today can compare with him in terms of what he knows to don't deliver when it comes to football. Now go to Mr. Sule. Sule, can you say hello and then say something to the audience with the watching right now, sir?
Yeah. Hello, and me on side not too more from a professional reporting. I just happen for leg football, and I do a lot of cloud chasing. Who have been very, very young at a very, very early age, 5, 6. I used to follow uncle them go different league, and I happen for there around junior and in family, and I've been a very close family to my own family. And in Papa, I believe was a dispenser. If I can remember, I was very, very young. Yeah, and I think at dispenser, I used to treat people. They used to treat me sometime as well. And we granny always used for actually say, oh, go to Dr. They used to call him and Dr. Conteh. Go to Dr. Conteh for injection. Yeah, we go for injection even time they were not sick. So I happen for be around junior, and I be always like football. I not play to the level where what I feel say for them, but I'm more into the reporting. I like for be around footballers then and find out what thing they do, what team make them do, whatever. I used for Mona Junior most of the time, get them for cooks for so many minutes as a young kid, and he used for like me business because I'll tell him to do something and he do it, and he go send me, say go get this, go get that. Anyway, but from my own side, me not a professional reporter, but I get a lot of story around most of the big footballers then around, from Ginger All League, Parade, and the WAF League. As a child, I used to go to all these places. I used to even contribute me money to the Lions. As a very young child, I used to keep me lunch money. But my own side here, and I forgive you, a normal average person who know that professional, who happen for be around some of these players, and Junior have been one of the person they will happen for be around. And I will give you insight as a non-professional and as a average person who happen for be around Junior. So then in a new introduction, I will say more about Junior later on. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So because I believe we're not here just only for know about in footballing days, but also as a young child, what was it like? What's not the thing they been like for do away from football? Because I believe you can give that kind of information, maybe possibly plenty of people are not really aware of the information in it. But I also want to remind the viewers and say it is going to be an open phone line program. So basically, we'll provide you the number. We will not go able for call and do not tribute. Because I believe for the kind figure also for passed away within the community, this is one of the only way we can pay them back for their services that they have provided to the country. And especially when not to anything financially physical, but the moral and emotional support we give to the family in this kind of way, and give tributes to the family and just honor the man for who that he don't be and what he don't do for serving nation. I feel this is one of the best things we can do. So today we can't talk about Junior Tumbu in playing days, what it was like, and how it changed the face of football. Let's come back to Mola. Mola, I know for you don't cover football a lot in Sierra Leone. When was the very first time you come back to us or begin to talk about Junior Tumbu in playing days, or when you become a football reporter? What's in that the team will begin move you for lead towards in your time of football, the team that you really right?
Yeah, thank you very much. As a very young man, as I be, just they left me, inside me early 30s. I think, the name Junior Tumbu are just like something really passed. I remember in 1996 or so, when I was very small. I remember when they selling pictures and Junior Tumbu, Junior Parade, you understand? And it was Zone 2, yes. And I come for watch Junior Tumbu. The very first time I watch him, I think that was the last time I ever watched him in a competitive match. That was in 2004. That was a 2003-2004 where Sierra Leone play African Cup of Nations qualifier, and that was against Congo. He was captain, and I think Paul Parker scored that game day. Yes, Paul Parker scored that game day, and Junior Tumbu was also the other scorer of the match that particular game day. Yes, from the penalty spot. Reporting we not even get because. As somebody will get passion, sometimes I can even say, okay, well, in expressing myself or expressing myself in any match, you understand, I can let for do I'm too pen and paper rather than maybe even talk them. We're not able to get as a young boy, we're not able to get moments in the likes of Fajabari, the likes of so many other big journalists, we senior colleagues we don't there way beyond day before we way then they explain about the movements and the kind styles the way how Junior Tumbu make football very much easy. We did forums with Mohamed Kalon, and couple of times Mohamed Kalon don't talk and say the player way people in the admire Mohamed Kalon. Mohamed Kalon later he said the player we don't admire my entire life, the best player we Sierra Leone ever produced, the best player we don't ever ignite football at the country now, Lamin Conteh and he called Junior Tumbu. And it was very good that it was in 2020 where I say Junior Tumbu don't come. Then I was producer of Oran Football Special. I've been very much anxious. I think he count a program, he been get some agent and way he come with. I was very much eager because my program then and my own aim was to profile every other player. There was every other senior player or player we don't make name, including Mohamed Kalon. Gets the chance at one time where even Parnes where it was very emotional way explaining in strategy way go through. So I've been very much eager. That probably don't be the very real moment we have for to interact with Junior Tumbu. But unfortunately, we're not able to get time for let we host at the show because man business been kind side for get time it very much hard and also be day. So where the Sierra Leone Premier League they play and fortunately, me a committee member and the media committee of the Sierra Leone Premier League, Junior Tumbu come and it's try for interact and because they want.
Okay, I think we get some breaking communication with Molai in connection at Freetown. But why should we have to wait for Molai to come back? One
thing where we get as a table self up because at the end of the day, the memory they don't hear for them, and when they can't see them back, pass they resuscitate them, they resuscitate their life. Understand? And it came to a point that there was a time because I wonder where Junior Tumbu be playing. I think he played.
Well, your connection will break a bit, so when it gets you clear.
And countries in the world, UAE, Malawi. I think say that for we not able help him for he able raise a family or able get a better life. But there was a time where people don't even get the news say Junior Tumbu was bankrupt. These were all stories where even you as a football or a sport journalist can even be scared for right because looking at the fact that them players that don't play at the highest peak and Sierra Leone we get a problem. Like now we see social media flood with so many sympathy messages and condolence system and so, but there were very few people who will come up, including government and so, where will come up. I think the Football Association try because this current president was say a cow at the mix. We all be there at Cameroon, and a cow then at the mix for let them see then say feel belong. You understand? They part of the technical team, give them support, give them expertise. And then we don't make a very bigger name for the country, qualify the country on a couple of occasions successively. I think bringing them and them being part, it was very much good, and we see the impact been very much impactful on the side of the national team. But I can tell you, as young as I am, we had lots and lots of heroics about Junior Tumbu, his style, very much calm. Yes, I interact with her, able to talk with her one or two times. And Junior Tumbu is one of the calmest people way you will ever meet. He sabi you, sabi you. He will always have a say, interact with you, and he was always smiling. I think it was in July, when the new president of the Sierra Leone Football Association be elected. There was a match between the now team manager and the president who then say, well, this is team BBD and team TDB. And the man was part of the match. He even showed some of his tricks and tactics, and everybody was happy, and everybody be one go see this actual Junior Tumbu. I've been getting the chance for even film him, because they do a Facebook Live on some of the matches there, we then play and I film him. It was very much colorful, but I can tell you, we miss a lot. Like me, I miss a lot because writing for people like Junior Tumbu, you understand? If I can check me archives, I don't think I get a story where we would tell about this wonderful person. And this is a very, very emotional day today. This is a day where Sierra Leoneans, especially the footballers, and get for the think about for a very long time because at the age when I say die 46 years, I think able get the benefits of waiting if you don't play for it. You understand? Junior Tumbu will get the benefits of waiting if you don't play for it. And the Sierra Leone media we still the creep for let we see say we get lots and lots of now the media they go digital. Yeah, they a lot of stories them here. Some of them are newspaper, but some of them newspapers and we are now some don't even they rotten and so. But for let we see say because if we are in a country where as advanced as any other country like Kusauna so right now, you understand? The television stations they only get 2 television stations that I think say very much regular. They have done the past 2 of the the images the video clips of this particular player. But all of this is missing. And even the pictures they get of the man, these are all just recent pictures and forget clear, biography of the player we're not able. I think this wake up call now, this go tell you say yes, we get a lot for what we do as a nation, because most of the things that they happen. If we are eating Europe, we are eating some parts of Africa, and they tell you, this will not be a memorable day. And I will say even the radio stations, you get the highlights and the way they come. You will get commentators the way they come. They signal the man in name. We go only play sing the man in name. People that can tell you in terms of history say, okay, well, X, Y, and Z, now this man don't perform. This man was like a magician on the pitch of play. But actually, for let them give you a clear view of let you self-watch him. Because if you then can give Maradona he exploits them now the world. You see so a clear, like they're not able to give, but you're able to see clear. Yeah. Even 1966, the World Cup, you're able to see of them video them. Yes, we know say Sierra Leone is Africa, and we get a lot where we they miss. But it's very much pathetic that we're not able to even get and be able to give befitting farewell to this wonderful man. We don't contribute a lot in terms of putting smiles on the faces of Sierra Leoneans during them days when MCON was a very small boy.
That's so true, Molai. But let I just welcome Juma. Juma is joining us now. So Juma, over to you and say hello to the viewers them, and over say one person maybe the old Tumbu in boots, then and they will be playing Fire Force. Over to you, Juma.
Thank you so much, T-Boy, and hello to we panelists them, and of course, we technical person Femi and Yusef Sef. Thank you for steering the ship, and to viewers them, we say sit Adutona, and I just want to express my condolences to the family, friends, and the football and sport fraternity and the whole of Sierra Leone. Extend my condolences for the loss of a great son of the soil, Lamin Conteh Junior Tumbu, as he was commonly known. Of course, I just meet up the last speaker, T-Boy. This
now more like Ago.
No, I know. I say now they refer to you say T-Boy. I meet up the last speaker, more like Ago. That he said it all, and let God sorry for the gentleman who passed away at a young age. Where if I've been there now, they continue for mentor other people and able for inspire more people. And because a lot of people right now, the likes of Junior Tumbu, the parade and then squad him back for let Sierra Leone be counted as a footballing nation. So I go say we are the bridge generation of Sierra Leone. We'll say we all now age mates them with the likes of Junior Tumbu and the parade them. So it is sad for see that we're not able to enjoy him as a living legend, and now he don't pass away. We're not even able for give proper, authentic biography and history and in contribution to a nation called Sierra Leone. When more like they talk just naughty boy, I'll come pass him over to you again. The thing that runs to my mind right now is how many person were able to tell me how many games Junior Tumbu play for Sierra Leone, how many at every level, how many games he play for club, how many teams that we play for, in a different, countries that we play, how many goals he scored, waiting in contribution, and nothing like that is there. So it is sad. This is the second time we're witnessing this. It happened with Atuga as well. May he so rest in peace. We don't know anything about him. So let's go over to you again. But that's not the thought.
Alpha Joe Bar, the same story.
Yeah. So I think with Alpha Joe being slightly better.
Well, in time we talk about data, getting the data. Yes.
The database for Alpha Joe being slightly better because I'll cancel down the more like. But let's just make quick reference to what Juma just said. Earlier on this afternoon, I had a serious argument with one ex-player, And I even asked him specifically, how many caps will you remember say you self don't get for represent Salone? And he said something, but I know for sure it wasn't correct. So because the reason I want to make reference to what Juma just said, now because of what Owen said earlier on, we don't have serious amount of data of players them. I'm not going to say specific players them, but players them we possibly don't play football at Salone 20 years down the line. So it is a shame. Like we can't honor tomorrow today. There is no real football clips of him as a child when he started playing football, when he was playing football leagues in Freetown, when he began playing for national team, when he began playing for clubs in Sierra Leone. There is no physical evidence. The only picture that we see around now the personal one, and the most popular one we don't make the rounds even before he passed away today. Now the one where he and Gino Parit Napa with the wear that red vest with them in the stadium. That is the most popular picture of those two guys. And I think we'll come to that later on as the program will go on. But Lo just left that side for because that is possibly the most very much important side, and we'll get to talk about why don't we have anything for make we showcase for something that we don't have in our salon, especially sports for more than 20 or 30 years. But I come to Sule. Sule, I know for say you grew up with Junior whilst you were young in PC. Give me some of the few experiences we get as a person with apart from football, because again, we need to know some background stuff about how people are not possibly don't want to come across, because everybody else is saying he's a very nice person. I personally not me get the opportunity for talk to him on a one-to-one when I was older. Even when I was younger, he was like a semi-god. Anytime you see Junior Tumbu, the minimum crowd you see around and like a 20. So there is not even a possibility for me to even for reach him and talk to him. The only access we get for talk to him those days, now if you play with him on the pitch. Unfortunately, again, I don't play with him on the same pitch, but don't play on different pitches, then we have to say instead we don't play. But I come to you, Sule. Give me some of your own experience of him growing up as a child in KC.
Yeah, before I go any further, like I say, before I come on this Zoom call, I've been listening to a program today on Radio 4 where somebody been to document people and lifestyle and their life during their time. People all day sick bed will terminally ill people yeah, and that thing they just resonate to me. So what I see today say I see the news say Junior died. The first thing will come to my mind say, there's a possibility say we not document Junior, how important Junior be to the nation and to people like me and a lot of other people. Look like that guy, this guy, one of the panelists, what's his name? Kago, Mr. Kago? Is that Mr. Kago? Yeah, more like Kago. Yeah, more like Kago is way younger than us. Yeah, but more like get for member a few things more Junior, interact with Junior in some way. But then they know to Junior story start well, just like you say. You know, say Junior starts playing very, very early, like 5 years or something like that. You know what I mean? And there's no documents from that time there to up till the time where Junior in parade then take that picture, and that's the only picture where they go around exactly. So it's a sad story, and it's sad that we know the documents we history, and for that make it's an African disease where we need documents we pass them, so it make it difficult for the future, you know. So as for me, we all guilty of the not documenting stuff. All I get is the memory of Junior when we been small. You know what I mean? I happen for be around Junior way before Junior blew up. You know what I mean? Because apparently, I think Junior and Papa, because my Papa was in dispensary school, because I didn't have a medical school then. Yeah, my Papa have been Junior in a dispensary school where Junior and Papa been did it. I think Junior and Papa have been dispenser due to me early memory. And me granny gets so much respect for Junior and Papa. Say the number of people who have been sick around Savage Choir, Kisiro area. I think he used to live at Green Street or Green Street? Yeah, if I can remember. Right at the bottom of Green Street. And Granny used to say, go to even anything, go go to Pa Conteh. He go watch himself. So in my own lifetime, all the Pa Conteh them and old boy Conteh, now the people that will anytime they mention the name Conteh, you know, say if you do with medical. You know the young boy Conteh now, one of the gynecologist in Papa. Yeah. So as they say, go to Conteh, go to Pa Conteh. I get happy. People don't know say they go get injection. I never like injection. Yeah, but they get happy. Say I get for see Junior Tumbu, and I go ask Junior Tumbu for do football tricks in for me. You know what I mean? I used to get and say Junior Tumbu cooks for me. That guy will cook for minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes, and put the ball behind him back, do all kind of things, and then when done, he put the ball down. He say, Sule, I want to go buy for me so and so something. I don't care how far. Sometimes we go there around that service core area. They go say go buy something at Patton Street, which is a long distance. If you a small bobo, say 6-7 years old, you know what I mean? Yeah. And Junior used to be very calm, and if I can remember, he used to stutter a little bit. He get small stomach. If I can remember, you know what I mean? Yeah. He used for stomach a little bit. It can be very calm most of the time, but 10% of the time Junior can switch. Junior was very stubborn. In Papa, I remember his Papa used to beat him because in Papa not be one day they play ball. You understand? Yeah. And Junior was always out playing ball. And there's a problem, you know, when growing up, you get a kid like me who they present himself as being quiet. A lot of people know me as being quiet.
Was he stubborn outside?
Stubborn outside. Yeah. Junior was happy. Junior was make a lot of people happy. I know they say I'm now because I don't die. It's just my memory of Junior. I not see Junior for very, very long period of time. And like, you know, I left Sierra Leone at late teenage age, yeah? And the time they were Junior, they actually fully blow up now. I wasn't around, you know what I mean? So I've been just hearing stories say they don't go to this Arab country, they don't go play, you know what I mean? But Junior makes a whole lot of people happy, but Junior can be very, very, Junior can switch. Junior don't like for no person take advantage over him. Junior will put himself to any kind of level for please people. But if he sends say you want these are my early memories of him, and I don't know what he don't become now as an adult because I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was over here, Tibo, you know that anyway. Yeah. And then the thing with Pa Conteh, again, Gino got another brother, older brother. Is he Mohammed or something? I can't remember the name. He was very skillful. Yeah. So there was always this argument between.
So is their family a footballing family or not a family of mixture of academic and football or sports?
Well, the problem is, I think they had an innate ability for do well in sports. You know what I mean? But because the daddy end up like into medicine and stuff like that, I think there is a drive for steer you picking them, and that's another problem of the Sierra Leonean when we've been small. If you're footballer, the reason a lot of me footballing stuff I have to hide because
you're not basically like allowed. Not so that
you're not allowed. I like to play football, and this is the reason what make I end up doing stuff what I know actually want to do. Because I like football, I like reporting football, which was very important. Because even Brahma Atuga, I used to go behind the nets where they play. Yeah, at the all in water, do boku thing. Even I make contact with him Peking very recently, like 2 weeks ago, Brimlin. Yeah, and she was technically crying because I was saying stories of early childhood, story of me contact with them footballer there, and she now we're friends anyway. Yeah, so Junior, we're talking about Junior here, but it's just I just reiterate the fact. Say we get from now. This is a lesson for all of us. We're talking about Junior. God bless him family. God help him family for able to recover from this loss, and God help the nation for able to recover from this loss. But we have to start documenting from or get for begin start for put data them, just like what's in this panel.
More like say, more like
the other guy.
Juma. Okay, that's Juma.
Juma.
I mean, also, they call the other guy.
No. It's just that. I'm sorry for me brain right now is not. I was shocked because today I know say Lamin Conteh don't pass away. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit distraught. You know what I mean?
We all just shocked about the whole news, and I think what you don't say to me is new because I never know for say in Papua being dispenser, but it's good that I've known that now today, which is something different from what I've known all these years. But one thing where I also want for back up with what you say now in short span of getting angry quickly.
Angry, yes.
Because doing playing this. Now, one player where you know the torment him physically, and then you be like arrogantly, aggressively player, he will flip on you because he knows that his skills can get him out of anything, and there are times when they physically rough him. So during those days, I remember clearly say, even so small, anytime when he play game, when the game done, you hardly see him because then they crowd him, pass them total for me, you actually see the man of the match of that particular game day. So that's a remarkable thing about one thing where he carried 2 out in career. But I believe say also there are so many things that people don't know about him where I feel to say we go for discuss today. Juma, I don't say you're a parade man, you're a fire force man, and I believe say those days you for Sabi Junior very well, which I think there is no doubt about it. What's your experience doing in playing days in a parade or specifically Fire Force? But maybe not too much in Fire Force, but what's in your own playing days? I mean, as a person.
Well, I'm not going to say Asabi much better, okay? But obviously, he's someone just like Sule stated, and Mola Self contributes earlier. He's someone that you can love from a distance. You know, in chemistry, he gets some kind of aura where he's just likable. He's just approachable. He smiles at everything. So the closest way me gets to him was, I think whenever they play for FC21.
Yep.
Yeah. So I remember because at the time, say obviously football na individuals and they contribute. So they had a match where they for go play na Prince of Wales because they play a major league day against Bantal or something. Bantal, mostly Bantal na Fula man they be Bantal. So FC21 then we get for camp na Paramount Hotel because the people them at the time where they sponsor FC21 now they're hotel taxi drivers. So I want to let you close your eye, let you imagine taxi drivers where they drive tourists, they win $dollars and then they pay them in. Then decide for close then service on that day. All the vehicles, every taxi, the players and they say, not so inside put out.
Taxi, watch taxi too.
Would I go inside one taxi that every player, imagine that convoy there from State Avenue to Kingdom for go play that match. So that's the closest I got to him, and it was just beautiful. I think it was him, Yasin Wuri, they're the ones that played together at that time, But coming back, I watched him so many times, played in, for Leone Stars and of course for Lions. And if we talk about us making name out there, is players like Junior Tumbu. But I was so happy to see that he was incorporated into the technical staff for the AFCON. Unfortunately, I don't think they were given the opportunity to showcase what football meant to them and what it means to contribute for developed sports. Amidou Karim fortunate, when they all go say play, Amidou Karim unfortunate for at least done day as assistant coach for a long time. But he was just incorporated lately. But I believe that because Junior Tumbu, as Sule don't say, this person did not come out from deprived family. Now a middle class family, because if Papa na a dispenser, you understand, you are there. So they wanted him to go to school, do his things. But like Sule, he wanted to play football. He go do any kind of thing for let play football. Now recently, me know for say, na Savage Square, Junior Tumbu grew up. Because he plays everywhere. Every community owned Junior Tumbu. So you know him fix a ball. You understand what I mean? So football was more than just a game for him. It was a way of life. It was part of him, but not given the opportunity that much. And we're not able to respect people and contribution. You don't need to be a politician to be respected. What he brought to Sierra Leone, the smile, the unity way bring na homes. People in homes, and so if flabber happen, but they will be united around Junior Tumbu. Two parties go keep malice, but their love for Junior Tumbu go bring peace. We not ever hear any scandal about him. One day. I know we'll say he was a perfect person, but we've never had any scandal out of the ordinary when you go talk about a young man. So it's going to be a big miss and a missed opportunity where if we don't document that. I agree with more like earlier say journalists, media people for do that. But what about Slaffer? Slaffer supposed to get an archive because when we need for research, more like when you need for research, your point of call should be to Slaffer, the sports administration. Now then side and then you for go get books and things. The likes of Guinea, they have their team in the 60s or the 70s, the Papa Kamara and all of that. They did a whole bibliography of them. That a half-year team will make Guinea, will give Guinea glory. But we don't have that. But like you guys say, possibly we'll learn now. Over to you, Tibo.
Well, I think learning is one of the things that we focusing on this platform. But I think if we get for learn, we get to know exactly what we learn, how we learn, and when we begin for learning particular things. So let's come to Molai quickly. Molai, I know say Freetown right now, the atmosphere is like what? Can you give us the kind of experience of the atmosphere where Freetown like where this news break out this morning to the public?
Well, today don't be like one of the saddest days.
We still get some breaking more in communication, but we go try to get back to when in sound come back. One week we understand say more than in a situation where
inside and just with the body we then take them all the way from Kenema. Yes. So if you like nature or whatsoever, even this evening we get some kind of thunderstorm and whatsoever, we just come. It give like a sign, like rain one come. But it come with that kind of breeze, like na inside July.
Okay, you still get a break in more line.
They get that kind. It's all the Sierra Leoneans and where they follow sports, the different sporting programs and the way they organize it, all dedicated to this particular humble guy, like way Juma don't say. Is very much humble, is a smiling man, and me, I be sleep. One week na morning, I see a WhatsApp form where they say Rip and Junior. Then I see him face. I'm a bit confused. So I'll be one time for even call somebody because like a few days ago I spoke. Was it Idul? Yes, during play I talked to Junior Parade. Yes, we never mention anything like because Junior, when you see Junior Parade, you see Junior Tumbu, they are like brothers, you understand? So I talked to Junior Parade, we talk, and Junior Parade is also in London, is in England. We talk about so many things, Eastern Lions and different things, and like they are my friends, because I can't get used to most of the hero legends there because of whatever thing what you do. If you do it diligently or then see the passion in you, name they resonate among all of them big one, and so that's how you will come and interact with them. But I can tell you, the atmosphere in a salon today is very much somber. You get different people. In that no way will stop that market. Go do business. You get people way like they're not into sports, especially football. The way you tell them say Junior Tumbu don't die, but mind you, Junior Tumbu na a name way. Even you where they sell when they sell the market. What did they do in the 90s? During them, you know, the heroics and they will make during the Zone 2, the African Cup of Nations qualifying, the days of NPRC, everybody will know say, yeah, Junior Tumbu was a figure, Junior Tumbu is still a figure. And now somebody where they like so much. So when the news broke out of Junior Tumbu in death this morning, I can tell you all over the place, it very much so like me, I don't even feel too good. You know, I'm not even able to go. If you are like, it's a sign, I'm not even able to go any side because, you know, imagine somebody where we have done the entire, even way after the African Cup of Nations, where we can freedom, we'll be able to interact and discuss. I remember before we fly, come back na freedom, the hotel where the team come on at Limbe, the hotel where the team lodge. I meet Senado in Lamin Bangua and few others, and we get an interactive session. So not even members say Junior Tumbu now as manager in one team where they do well in Kenema, a Division 1 team where they fed for Camp Premier Freeton FC. So if I can tell you how the atmosphere, they even it not really feel good. Like it's a somber situation. The football administrators, them, every other sector, you know, but like I can tell you no more, it's about time for them with the honor people, especially when they're alive. Like we don't see that in the world. Yeah, this is Africa. I think me man talk and this is Africa. We a lot of things and they go on said, a lot of things and we not observe them. I don't know if in a past and the past we mind or we not care, but intermittently we need for the honor. There we legend. Mind you, quite recently inside Independent Day, they honor a lot of people and a lot of Sierra Leoneans. And for me, there were even Sierra Leoneans we don't even deserve to be honored, including politicians, including so many people that we not think say, what have you done? What you don't do for this country, they honor you. Then you get an old Leone Stars team we perform well after 25 years. We get few people that they wait for honor. Even the likes of Junior Tumbu, the likes, Mohamed Kalon has don't get in own. Understand the likes of Junior Tumbu, Junior Parade and others. These are all people away and they forget. Not until where situation like this happen now, where you go down here, you say, okay, Junior Tumbu is there, then you get all over the place. Sometimes I can see some of them then cry their ass crocodile tears. You know, yes, like 80% or 70%, you go say these are crocodiles. In as much as in a very sorrowful situation, everybody shows sympathy. But why is it now that we show sympathy when in all of this now, we don't get away from which one for don't create? Look, even Banaloko, there was a time where even Banaloko came. Banaloko was almost dead. You know, we get lots and lots of legends that we get for Fala in a situation like this, and we always get for the continue, but they sell langa everywhere, over 1,000, 2,000 or 5,000, you know, condolence messages. But at the end of the day, what have we done? For that we see, say we honor them particular people there. It would have been better if them we don't honor them the 27 way past to then. If we don't die a fulfilled man, and so I don't think say even taking them to the African Cup of Nations or don't even make them fulfill, because there is a lot to be done for them particular people there where we not still being get as a nation. Despite we being get a very unaccepted, because a lot of Sierra Leoneans, including me, still not believe say, you know, we've lost a legend, we've lost somebody we inside the 90s, still to the early 2000s is the most popular Sierra Leonean by all the facts based on the acts where they do. But I can tell you, we don't get all that wrong because of the fact that now we're in a soulful mood, but we don't able to divert this situation in terms of, you know, being sorrowful now for the celebrating life, because we know say doing anything and they don't give them a befitting life way for live. And you know the situation at Freetown, actually not welcoming by a lot of Sierra Leonean football fans. Some they say, okay, well, because the Sierra Leone Premier League is gone, they need for all some of the matches. Then why some of we get a different view? Say no, there is no need for all the matches. This time it's about time now football they play. Then do that time they now applaud the man in contribution we don't do to the country. But I can tell you, me, I see a little bit like a 50-50 situation now, a little bit of hypocrisy and a little bit of reality, because they are yes, death is inevitable, but if we don't find a way for how we will save this crap now where they go to, because we're not even able to get where till they get. People ain't going to explain. People ain't going to write on a paper. But how we be not able to furnish, or how we still able to furnish, even Mohamed Kalon, despite you can see Mohamed Kalon is somebody who like well to do a bit, you understand, but it's still not be honored like how you need to be honored. So I think say we legend them, we heroes them, especially in football are not honored, and Junior Tumbu was one of them. May soul rest in perfect peace. We get a very sad state as Salone, but also we get something for think about as a nation. And most of the condolences are now where they come on, especially from higher institutions. I think say no for don't come on. No need wait for the common and for the common with pride. But this time they don't do them because we only through the line. You know, very much so.
I totally agree with you, Owen, with a lot of what you don't say, because a lot has been said. But now let Juma respond to some of the stuff that we don't say just now.
T-Boy, I think we are saying the same thing here, and we don't enact this tabule for a long time, and we always don't they say, you know, let we do the things them, the tell we need for do. Let we not wait stay left by Fabino. And this is the kind of situation. Of course, the likes of Brahma Atuga die during in prime. You know, it comes as a shock to everybody. But I'll tell you, from the longest time in memory in Sierra Leone, apart from Kasho Makre, and may so rest in peace, I not ever see burying like a Brahma Atuga Kamara in burying. Now my whole life living in Sierra Leone when me get sense. I not say, oh, of course, Pop Sheikh, you know, President Shaka Stephen. But even that, you cannot compare Brahma Atuga and burying. I was almost squeezed to death na cutting tree, just for get an opportunity for go close to that corpse because he played for a team at Fort Street, you know, a few times. So it was that close to us. And somebody would have seen a Savage Street every day. If you know, if not when they play, you must see an Indomot, they team up, the guy, they wave to all man. So I hope, T-Boy, that the government will try for do, if not what you will refer to as a state funeral, but at least a civic funeral for let in family go get a closure and say, okay, we never honored him when he was alive, but in death, we made mistakes, but we recognize him as somebody when a hero, a legend, and somebody will contribute for Salone. And there should be something where for be a hallmark of Junior Tumbu, where at least go get a biography. So generations yet unborn were able to know say there was once a hero, a legend, Lamin Conteh, commonly known as Junior Tumbu. Leon not left for begin the guess for Junior Tumbu, like how they guess for Gola Queen.
Like say like how they guess for the Kamadu Mbias.
Kamadu Mbias.
And you say Sumas.
Right. So
because these are the names that now the name them this way we will be small. Never have the opportunity to see pictures of them. Never have the opportunities to actually see what they have done in football. Their contribution. Even the team vest they wouldn't be way. Some of them don't get the opportunity to see that. So basically, like what you Owen don't say, 110% agreed with what Sule don't make in your own preference to us growing up as a young man. 110% agreed. But now, one thing where I want to say, I remember when I wanted to do my first football magazine ever. The first few things that came to mind, how can I get information about the players then? And whilst we players them, Junior Tumbu was on the list, Junior Parade was on the list, but I wasn't too much worried about Junior Parade because I knew where he was, I knew I can reach him at any point in time. But Junior Tumbu, I did not even know where he was in the world. Yeah? So basically, I had to struggle to find information about Junior Tumbu. Eventually, I realized, say, he's in Malaysia. Can you imagine how long it took me to get his number? And I tried to reach out to him, he picks up the call, but I don't know what was the reason then. So basically, I had his page laid out, I have few pictures of him then, I get the most famous picture of him in Junior Tumbu, then I get a few more other pictures of him, where he be wearing the Salone national team jersey for play during the Zone 2 era, I think, or the African Nations Cup qualifier or so. But I never had the opportunity to put together an interview for him or to put together a script. on that particular page layout. So the page layout there as it is, about 15 years ago, it is still the same. In picture, big one, and a few more that caption pictures and there alongside them, but no text. So basically, when this news burst out this morning to me, I was shocked when I saw the news because I didn't even realize that something like this is happening. So the first person I sent it to, I was like, oh yeah, you just a gap, eh? I'm like, why? He said, because this didn't happen from this 3 o'clock morning. He says, so they expect you for way earlier than that. I said, well, no, I just get on my phone because now I just check my phone. Then I seriously sad. But unfortunately, he passed away in Kenema this morning, and with a very short illness. But like I think Sule mentioned earlier on, say he gets a team now Kenema way, he be the managed way now a first division team with the time for come up to the Premier. We I think say it been possibly done they settle in lifestyle now na Kenema because he was doing very well there. But again, look at the amount of ex-footballers, including Junior Tumbu, we don't pass away so today. When the FA don't put towards them. Like I always say, taking them to AFCON is fine. But guess what? We have independent way just pass and no one of people that way then supposed to don't do something in sports or in Sierra Leone contribution. I don't feel say they compare any of those over these, not in terms of what they are doing, that's what the comparison, but when it comes to national contribution primarily, I think 90% of those awardees, you cannot make comparison to, if you have to make comparison with Junior Tumbu as somebody we deserve to be honored in that kind of way. But let's say, okay, like Jumanadi suggested, something monumental should be erected in his name, either any parts of Sierra Leone, any parts of Freetown, or in his own locality, when Savage Square, those particular areas. But that is yet another proposal or another discussion or the talk, but somebody has to execute it. But now look at so in playing days. I'm not saying in playing days we have so much of a challenge within the footballing.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Yes, you mentioned something like a monument, a statue, or whatever. You know, welcome to Sierra Leone land. We like now we see the Majidi now. Where the man don't die, everybody will come with a lot of ideas. We all they come and give what we think say need for be done in terms of honoring this man. Yes. The powers that we go come and tell you, say, yes, okay, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. But trust me, as the time they pass, like 1 month, 2 months, the man don't entirely be forgotten. These are a situation where we don't get. The likes of, Atuga. Remember, Atuga died, I was a very young boy. Yes, that was in 2000, yes. You get the 2001, you get the Alpha Joe, you get a lot of people. I even tell you self now, Banaloko, you understand? Banaloko is now, if it were in for Eastern Lions, where like Eastern Lions now don't have a resuscitator in former club we play for, like would have been a dead man now. So don't we forget about how when the man is dead. Let me remember now how we try for put them together. Yes, we get few them where like they able can become coaches and they able get Usai and they able survive small and assigning as much as because we don't see this will be don't be like Samueleto. We see other countries and all they set the pace in terms of giving ex-footballers. But another problem where we don't also get as a country is the fact that we former footballers and this like trend we currently see they go through we players the way we get currently the current crop of players education has been a problem, and because education don't be a problem and that make it say they need able fight for their own rights. And we don't talk all of this I believe this particular live way broadcast where they so and they go to a lot of people and including administrators, top people in our society. But I can tell you, these are all ideas that we will carry it in terms of honoring them people that we don't make the name, you understand, or even give and that befitting burial day. No, we don't put some hypocrisy. But how are we going to actualize some of them agendas that how they put in place now? Because how are we going to actualize? Because it don't happen in a salon. The time when he died, there are a lot of condolence messages. Say everybody will go eat 2-3 bag rest. But at the end of the day, for try for fulfill the promises and way they don't say, okay, we are going to do X, Y, and Z. They're not going to do it again. And as times they go 1-2 years, everything don't die out. So I think we get a lot for do. Regardless of the fact that me, for once, I beat say they're not able to recognize them players there. We get a lot of them. We are the sake of the new president of the Sierra Leone Football Association. Them particular people are not for able to get the type of because they all want for go African Cup of Nations. They did, then they part of that history there, and we see what's happening. Yes, regardless of the fact that we lost against Equatorial Guinea, but they're all a part of history. How for we not able long time ago, not so now. Tibo, you mentioned say for able get Junior Tumbu was a lost man. Junior Tumbu was a lost man. Now Junior Tumbu just came. Who know waiting if you don't go to school? Then you not even take 2 years at the country. Junior Tumbu now is a dead man. So I think we get a lot. And even when you don't die, so now even like the biggest of burials. And all of the promises the way they come, all of just die out. Okay. This just mark all of their ideas how they count. People they tell you say, okay, we are going to do. I think it's a very good suggestion, but as time goes, everybody down. I don't think so. We get that particular thought of being our brother's keeper.
Okay, I
that particular the people at the party. Most of the icons that are the football academy, I think but we don't erect some of the statues them. But also, who knows? Maybe because like country of Alice. This time I don't say a word way I don't opinion about leadership or whatever. Then other people go say, okay, this man is for us. So these are all the situations they go through. So I mean, in so less imperfect this ideas and don't come. Juma don't come, Mark and so on and so forth. But like you said, putting their particular suggestion there to a reality. If the next 4-5 years we'll be back again, you will say and so can say yes. These are just things away with all the pull as breeze where people are not even take them for granted.
I totally agree with you, Owen, because the only monumental image of Achuga we don't die. Juma, is it almost 10 years ago, if I would say?
Well, we're talking about since 2000, so we're talking about 20-something.
20-something, okay. Almost 20-something years ago. The only thing we still stand as Achuga in monument, now the picture and draw from now Stadium Hostel Gates. Lights up to, Achuga will be prominent. Lights up to the same way I left Freetown maybe about 3-4 years ago, it was still there. I think that was the only thing where me feel safe physically daily as a monument for Achuga. Again, let me look at the kind of contribution where Junior Tumbu make Salone in terms of changing the footballing culture. Like Olman is saying now, there is a lot that should have happened to these players whilst they were still alive. Okay, let's say much hasn't been done. And we know say back in the days, the way how the nation with the horn of football, the Junior Tumbus were not the most fortunate and favorable ones at that particular time. Now the Kalongs them and the Samas them and the Daifan in era and Big Kalong in era of the players the way he puts together, now they can actually begin to see the benefits of football in Sierra Leone will make everybody wants to play football. But it not mean say you disadvantage of football not being the top level of sport in Sierra Leone. We will give you the highest earning wage at the month. Means that's the end of your life. Because look at few other African countries that we get similar kind structure or better structure than Sierra Leone. Maybe not equivalent to European structure. Cameroon will be of one example. When you look at the Cameroon footballing structure, most of the people in way they within the footballing administrative structures are ex-players. Even the commentators are ex-players. To the extent that Gojamila, where possibly go there 80 years now, or maybe 70 years, was the man who walked out of the dungeon with the African Nations Cup name and can present them to the Senegalese winning team. That is honor to the highest. Even if Gojamila died today, that need to go down now in your record, historical record, say, I was honored when these tournaments came to my country. I was the one that walked out with a winning trophy. That's now one primary stop. Now let you look at the other sovereign countries the way they're around me. Let you see how much value and premium they don't place to some of them old players. They are the ones running the FA. Because there is nothing sad. Look at Europe. London, for example, very few ex-England professionals are not involved in sporting activities where they get regular, well-paid salary every month. Either they are part of the technical team of maybe under 16 or under 21, or even the big team. Either they are involved in football academy structures for grassroots football, but I will guarantee you almost all the international ex-English players, not just in England, look at all the ex-international European players. Now, most of them now they manage either the national team, now most of them they coach either the under 21, most of them get football clubs then way, then they coach. These are all ex-professionals. So, what's wrong with ours? Can you imagine a couple of years ago, you get the likes of Lamin Bangua, waiting for coach Damon Stan Afriton. He was frustrated. He went back to Guinea and coached the Guinea football club. We go all the way to Wafu.
Yeah.
With that, you get Junior. You get Banaloko. Where been there? Is it Ivory Coast or Senegal? For how many years as a coach?
Ivory Coast, yeah.
Come on, you guys don't want to stay where they are to remain there for the rest of their life. You know how many ex-professionals, ex-international Ghana, Cameroon? I did not even see them in the camp. These are Cameroonian, well, not to Cameroonian, these are Sierra Leoneans, then we now ex-professionals, they don't play for the national team, where they live in Cameroon, but they were not part of the contingent. Can you imagine that? How can your country abandon you? This is a player that we don't contribute to the improvement of football in Sierra Leone. They don't serve. So it's not about time for us to begin for look back and say, what have we done? These players have served us. I remember a few years ago, we get the likes of Brahma George, where people laugh at. Right up to the same way he passed away.
Yeah.
People laugh at him.
I met him in Banjul, and it was sad.
A player where don't serve the nation. Sadly, that's something away something that God saved this other young man in your life. This is a person you mean play football with. When are the original Obie? Apparently, he's now in Nigeria. But can you imagine the sort of life of baby they lived few years ago, either in Guinea or in Sierra Leone or even in Gambia? Come on, look, we not take them people here so their misery and turn them into a laughing stock.
No, but see, quickly though, you see, sorry, Sule, for cuts coming quickly. They talk. It is frustrating about Sierra Leone because we continue to put square peg then around holes. Okay, so the people, how many times we don't talk now? We football analysts then they talk say sometimes the major problem get the people that we not get business now the sport. Now then they benefit and now then they dictate on how the sport support, particularly football. And you leave the people that we don't play, we don't live, we don't breathe football, we not a way of life. You wake Junior Tumbu snap and sleep. Now in deathbed right now, you know, now in grave you wake up, say Junior Tumbu, if Leone Stars for play, how you think say them for play for beats Nigeria? It go able to give you something in order for say like go turn paper and research first. At least you go don't imagine how they play the tactics and all of those things. But the point is, the likes of Junior Tumbu and so many other great players and talented people that we will get from Sierra Leone within the footballing sector for them benefits if Sierra Leone been treat them seriously. But we never where them be there at them prime the likes of Tumbu them. They're not being there people when are agents, people where they promote them, where they push them for let them able for maximize and play for bigger clubs and make more money.
No.
Kalon, like you say, was Mohamed Kalon was fortunate that he not even play long when they talk about say professional football in Sierra Leone. He not play long apart from the community leagues. That he did not play long in Sierra Leone. I'm not sure say he play up to 3 seasons. We play for Edwards, at that time we get the opportunity for go Lebanon. You understand? So that's that he helped him because he was out of the country then because anything had been doing the war time. So but the likes of Tumbu, we know players. And possibly I'll name a name. Somebody like John Sama would have been one of the first players Sierra Leone play away from play na the highest level na the Premiership na England.
Yeah.
But what's happened? They frustrated him in Sierra Leone for even give him a simple transfer paper.
Say Lions frustrated him in Sierra Leone.
No, I just generalize.
No, I will be specific with that one. You have to be specific.
They did not give him transfer paper.
Yeah.
They asked him he was asked to bring $5,000 before they can give that paper to him where Millwall be one time. Imagine if we don't play na Millwall at that time. Who that else we don't see in the next season or just within that same season they for go play high. Now who's flagging the fly? Now the Sierra Leone flag. So Tumbu not being get the likes of that. These are guys that tried for themselves.
Yeah.
Where enforce possibly opportunity where get now in scout for himself, go other side, go play and all that. But they were still paying their money for camp play for Salon. Anytime where they call them. They'll travel 3-4 days for each na Salon. And these are people that they're not even they pay. Sometimes tickets and they're not being paid for them. But because of the love of the game, they did not benefit anything. So why they're not create a system where these people contributed. They fly the green, white, and blue. You get politicians the way they thief every day. When they do nothing, but they get benefits more than anything. The people that they control sport now $7.5 million that we're still not able to account for. But what did the likes of Junior Tumbu benefit from that? No, it was just a showcase. Say we bring them camp for poor and
make them as an example. You know, take that ex-professionals them for camp.
But did you give them the opportunity to do what they're supposed to? No. So
sad enough, the only physical evidential record we'll get of Junior Tumbu in playing days now a Belgian club. We have been therefore go online and search the club and see a physical message and record where the team send in tribute. The team now K Bear Shots FA. This is their message. Bear Shot just learned about the death of Lamin Conteh, Sierra Leone's tech savvy, and Arrow Creek forward played 48 times for Bear Shots first team from 1992 to 1995. Scoring 13 goals in that. Junior played his way into the hearts of Kais when he dribbled everyone in a home game against Anderlecht. Bearshot expresses his deepest condolences to the family and many friends. This is on top of their Facebook page. And that is the only records.
Let me get goosebumps.
That can give you physical timeline and amount of matches and goals that he scored. Can you imagine that? That's the only way you can have that sort of records. Because guess what? This now 1995.
92 to
95. Well, I said 1995. Now in the last 10 weeks that man they play for that particular club day. But they still have that records.
Yeah. But they
still have that record.
And they able to tell you how many times he played for them. 48 times. And get a landmark time, but we will remember waiting Okocha do where he dribble, where they play for FC Frankfurt or whatever. He dribble all man, but we don't have a message, a memory of Junior Tumbu where do the same. Dribble a whole club, a whole team.
Thank you. So that are just a physical, funny evidence of this man in journey in Europe. just for 3 years.
But you know what, T-Boy?
Yeah, go on, Sule.
Not to cut you, I think this whole thing we go on about, I think it will engrave how we behavior for a very long period of time. As a child, most of the guys there, Tumbu, even Kalon, they have to go against the odds for play football. If you think, say, small, yeah, the parents, they totally against anything. You have to be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. You know what I mean? Anything outside their profession, and you're not allowed. Everybody want for. So a lot of things being frowned upon footballers, and there's this mentality of who a footballer is, and it wasn't that good. So we don't come to a stage who say now, like not even Kalon. Kalon was not lucky, and like I said, I'm lucky for be around, because be around Kalon being small as well, because Kalon in Uncle, Mr. Butcher, yeah, now 4th Street, I think it was 4th Street or Soldier Street, one of those streets.
Soldier Street.
Soldier Street, yeah, Soldier Street. I used to go take lessons because me mama used to put me in all kind of different lessons, and me and men na different side of the city. So I happen for everywhere I go, I get closer. For some reason, I happen for there around people, footballers that like this. Anyway, Kalon in Uncle have been Mr. Butcher, and I'm sorry for mention names now, and they might not go down well with some of these people if they hear their names coming up. But we're here for celebrate we brother Lamin Conteh, and most of the other people Moge similar story as Lamin Conteh. And it's sad that Kalon used to play football. He used to actually, like, technically, I don't see him sleeping with the ball, but every time I see Kalon, the small Kalon, yeah, every time I see him, he was with the ball. And Uncle used for taking him and beyond that, you know what I mean? And this guy used for beat this guy all the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not that they don't allow him to play football, but it was frowned upon. So it's not a surprise thing that Sierra Leone up till now we haven't come out of some of the things, and still they now we say unable recognize talent. You don't have to be a lawyer or doctor, you know what I mean? Some of we know for don't be any of those sort of things if they been given the chance for choose, you know what I mean? And now we'll get to a stage where we brother don't die now. Like Mr. Mola say, a lot of people are out of hypocrisy, they will come out now and say, oh, this man is so and so, now this man we go do this, we go do that. Whilst when the man in their life, they're not recognizing talent, and they're not getting the recognition we actually need. But an advice for T-Boy and Mr. Mola, they into the reporting atmosphere. I feel say my own suggestion by just listening to all this. My own suggestion, I think we begin take like footballers like the Galompan or people. Galompan came out of people like Lamin Conteh and they influence the Galompan. And I used to put Tinap next to Stako. Usai they all used for Tinap. You know what I mean? This guy, I used to follow this guy. I was like a child reporter. I used to follow them, and I was a very quiet guy, and they will allow me. I'll stand there and listen to what they're saying. Yeah, I'll keep things in my head, and I'll go back to my cousin and host and explain what thing these guys they say. You know what I mean? I always want to be keeper, but Lamin Conteh always believe say I could do it. He look at me foot. He say you get couple foot like me. You know what I mean? He say you can be an attacker. He say this keeper business here we want to do. He say I don't feel say it what's in there for you. He say one, you don't get the height. He say I'm short like you. You know what I mean? I happen for end up be 5'9" now, which is some people can say middle height. But growing up I was a very short dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he said, listen to this, your foot cough. Yeah. He said, and you shot like me. He said the best side we go what himself na the field now for be an attacker. He said because you can dribble past people easily, and I was stocky as well. So it easy. He asked for you for pull the ball in my hand anyway. But like I said, going back to all this, yeah, these guys, even Galompan, I think he went to academy. I was in academy when he came to academy as well. Yeah, and they have to go through a lot for the stage.
I agree with you, Sule, because most of what you don't say, I possibly saw it with my own eyes in Freetown myself, because I also be around some of them players there. So, but you see, what you make mention say for beginning document stuff like this, I clearly remember about 15 years ago, we were in Freetown with our own hard physical cash. We made a proposal to the then SLFA. We want to document each and every football club in Freetown to have a database of the players, which position they play, how long they've been registered for, how many games they have played, how many goals they have scored, and their positions. You know, thing that tell we say, we forgive them money. Can you imagine? We for pay them for do that kind of service day for their own benefits. I said, okay, I wash my hands off. And then we make another proposal. Because football hasn't been documented in any way whatsoever in Sierra Leone. Again, as Sierra Leone Media, we back again going to the FA and made a proposal. Okay, now we are coming now around this time for document every single match when they play in our stadium, so we archive them. Again, see, equally, we get for pay because then feel to say we can't make money out of this. I said, okay, I wash my hands off. To the extent that we even get to get some amount of confrontation, likely about 3-4 years ago, now Bow Town, because we went for cover one under 21 match where they play now Bow football field. The FA say we should not cover it. Forget all that. 3 months ago, I went to the AFCON with my own physical money. I don't ask nobody to pay for me. Sierra Leone Media, we went to the AFCON to cover extensively the entire AFCON. You know what my intention was? To cover individual players one after the other. Video, pictures, anything. Again, it was a struggle because they didn't see it necessary. We don't have access to the team. So these are some of the red tapes. So sometimes I feel a bit upset and annoyed. Like I said to you, 15 years ago, I was trying to document Tumbu. I wish I had had that interview done, but it never happened. And I have tried. But again, this is a learning curve, like we always say, going forward. Yeah? Because as far as we're concerned right now, you cannot change the past and bring it back to the present and you make them for better for the future. You can just learn from the past, work on the present, and make it better for the future. So what now me possibly go say, now for make we try for look at now, what are some of the things that we need to do as a nation in terms of doing all of these things and make it possible for me to not sit also back today and talk about that kind of story. So even a club in Dubai where let's man may play for, Tumbu may play for, they had put together a couple of video clips of him playing in his days in Dubai. We're gonna use them. Just send me that video just now. So unfortunately, we won't be able to play that video. But these are the thing and way people and way no benefits that much from Tumbu. Can you able for do in your honor? Can you imagine a whole football club in Europe puts in picture at the front page of their Facebook? Because they know say Facebook is the most regular social media outlet all over the world. Everybody will go there. They did that. Dubai make a headline news and puts together a couple of video clips of him playing days, scoring goals. Not one match, not two matches, more matches. What have we done as Sierra Leoneans? What clips do we have of him playing for Sierra Leone? How many pictures of him do we have on the grounds of playing? Action pictures. How many? How many?
No, I've got 2 from the Lions.
T-Boy, let's just highlight something quick and very interesting. We're talking about statistics here, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, from what I researched, he played for 11 clubs.
Okay.
Playing days from 1990. Sorry, like I turn back. From 1992-93 football season to the time where he retired. He retired July 1st, 2012. That's when he officially retired from football. You know, so he played in Belgium, he played in Germany, he played in Portugal. Did you know all of that?
No.
Right. I know the Portugal too.
Yeah, Portugal. He played for the Arab club where you talk about. Actually 2 teams now he played for the Al Wahada FC and Fujairah. Okay, that was 1998-99, and then 2002 to 2003. Then he go now at the Asia clubs. Then he play, from 2003 for different clubs. Then until he retired in 2012. But look this. So I mean, they check something just now about statistics, and I go see. It's so sad. So they were able to get statistics, detailed statistics about all the other places that we play, except Sierra Leone. There's nothing. When it comes to Salone, about the statistics of Inweti Kola, there is nothing. He debuted for Sierra Leone. We get in debut date, we debut for Salone. Let me see something here.
Zone 2, 1991.
Well, no, I think what's in Putia was 1994, something like that. I can't watch. I'm just now back. Let I go back to that. But what's in that they show you, we get more information from outside Sierra Leone than we were supposed for the supply the information about this gentleman to the rest of you. There's nothing out there to show. You know, it is really, really sad. It's sad.
It is more than sad, Juma.
Yeah. So this situation also, sorry for that interrupt.
Yeah.
This situation also therefore deal with the players. I think we still learn we lesson it. As Sierra Leonean players, I don't know if I mentioned education as a very big hindrance to even the players then. Most of them young boys are who we get, so then pass you even write stories for them, or even they force them for even take interviews, or they will tell you about themselves. Everything they cared about is money, I'll forget you, bonus or whatsoever. And yes, and also this agency, we don't get agency in Salonia where they will give a better profile, a better packaging to the players them. And also we get an infrastructure problem, especially in terms of the pitches they play. This also don't create them, but also the players them, we Sierra Leonean players where we get, I can tell you this, even the current crop of players them, we get few we no say yes, them brand very much important. But the players in our salon, they don't care about brand. They don't care, they don't want to know if the name where I don't make, the name, the potential where I get, I can able to break through this and break through that. And they don't even get personal people that will able to handle the media affairs. I don't know if in a greediness or whatsoever. So along the line, this situation, on the side of the FA, on the side of the Football Association, I think they need for take this. We get a lot of people away want give out them waiting. You just call them on board and try to give out the expertise. This has been lacking. Even now in Sierra Leone, we still get issues about players signing this, players signing that, and contracts way not to proper signing and so on and so forth. But that comes to the players, and the players then get themselves for blame in this situation, because these players or they're not even getting management. Because if you have a management, the management will able to tell you say X, Y, and Z. Like now, this is MCON, more like Cabo. You understand? I know waiting right for me. All of my social media handles them all active. When I went to Cameroon, I know waiting I go there for, and I know say it's about profiling. If I ever profile myself or waiting self or somebody they profile now, this all ever go through. But trust me, just today where they watch Wikipedia, you know, we can even edit Wikipedia back some of it. Sierra Leoneans and then Sierra Leone players and then they Wikipedia with uncompleted data. You know, they see some man don't travel go that country long time, over 5 years. He still stands still say this person at this team they play for. Can you imagine? So I think say even the players they're not even aware of waiting and get. All of waiting and bent on for play, gets the money. You understand? If some man they go spend outside and spend on some man we rank out development deal host, buy motor car, whatsoever. The players they no say, then them by themselves. Even like when you get players them na Ivory Coast, the likes of Yaya too, I don't know if they follow up, then train and they say the players by themselves, then the business. The business now they carry different people, the manager, the this, the that. Because of all of them things that are missing, and I make it a say most of the players they're not able to trace their data. And we don't pass through that side now. In this digital world, I think say the players them boku. Now one few media like how T-Boy they talk. Now you want come and profile people and I to them media and they some of them that and they go factor and them players and they. But even the players themselves, they don't even defend say okay, player forget manager and the player then can even think say no more. For they say they go no more and eat money and do them. And because the players they not go school, they not get understanding enough. Some of the managers they can at the inside back. It's not about exploiting them. And they go through, no, maybe you just go pay 1-2 man where the video, we know they even video fine. Because he want go sell the player, he able to take the player in data, take statistics of and take everything of him, the profile and constantly. Today they are able player and manager and don't scatter this and that, but player, I own this, player, I own this. And this are the situation where we get Sierra Leone. And until this, we put on to rest, we follow the recent trend now where they happen, the recent dynamics in world football, we still going to continue for the grumble and also the express with dismay in some of the analysis that how they do. The players them for once also a big problem inside even their own self because I don't think say the players are aware. Sierra Leone players are now aware of the potential we can get. Then for play, calling out the national team, go get a bonus, whatever the case where you want to get now. They don't know say me don't play. You don't watch your performance. People they don't praise you. You get another chance again for go back now with the national team. Or now you determination yes for play regularly for Leone Stars, but also look at the bigger picture. If I go down to England, paid weekly like £15,000, how can this take me forward? They don't get management. Sierra Leone footballers they don't get management. Now that make you see. Now, Sierra Leone footballer, they don't play Premier League. Tomorrow, they say I'm now one field where they play 3 or 4 aside, just in the name of because they want money. So I don't think the players are even one packaging for themselves.
Okay, I think that's another topic for today because I totally agree with you because it don't be some of the big sources they will self get. Over to you, Juma.
Yeah, so like you said that a whole kind of what we'll get for deal with later. I agree with some with Timol I say, but there are other things that were able for contest. In defense of the players, then we'll go left that. So if we come back to statistics for Junior Tumbu, late, I look at the CAF recognized, games that we play for Salon or call-ups that we get is about 11 matches. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So including the 2 Nations Cup then, 94 and 1996. So that's what we have. But then, then the other matches then are friendly matches then. So then just whether not friendly on our group matches, but then class them as international friendlies. So now that we get from the African Cup of Nations side. Obviously, Zone 2, now a regional, competition where we know but other they not recognize them out there. So again, it still come back to say there is much more where it don't contribute because for like get 11 caps, you understand, international caps, not so small that one day. It's not small. And he started playing in debut for Sierra Leone. He was 18 years, 2 months and 10 days old. Not to slap and provide that statistics in a different country. So on record, he was 18 years. In as much as we all grew up with him, so he came back for support with Sule say and with Yusuf say T-Boy, that he started playing at the age of 5 or, that kind of age. Yeah. So we grew up with him, not knowing, say, we're all in our age group, but you would think that he's older because of immense contribution to sport. He named big passer, he named old passer, but he was just a 46-year-old man. Look at the Lampards today. Look at the Steven Gerrards today. They're all attached somewhere. Look at Wayne Rooney, where Bobby not been born here to a junior to begin play football.
True.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney is a coach, right? So the thing where I want for bring and is we get for do 20 more, like I say earlier, and we have to stop this. It doesn't. You don't get for go school. These people were not born coaches. They played football. We don't know, apart from Frank Lampard, I don't know the other one that the educational level where they go. We know, say, Lampard, obviously, because of him papa and other things, then he went, far off. We don't know what the other one them. But they gave them an opportunity. Train. You understand what I mean? And then they train them. If you not Sabi book, you will get your always Sabi book for the right for you, but you get the technical skills. So you should not be discriminated against or deprived or contribute and benefit outside, you play in days because you not go to school. So that should stop.
All right, okay, go on to that. See you, Sierra.
I just want to buttress to what Mr. Juma say. Most of the academies them UK happen for our friends them who them picking in the academy and who can go drop it. Most of the academy then get tutors them. People will go. You see, these are the problem we get in Sierra Leone is a structural problem anyway, and the structural problem will inherent to all the other problems they already get. You know what I mean? Yeah, everything is all built into winnable structure certain things. Like you said, the footballer they don't need for be that educated for get into football, but once they're in football, they get for need interviews, they get for need press release and things like Mr. Mola say, the academies then the football academy. I get one me friend who in Bobode Academy, Then get basically like a school within, you know what I mean? They would help for school the bobo them, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you begin not only the excel in the sports, if not they then good at least then get that basic education for able to thrive then staying for navigate themselves through life. And a lot of the other problems they get, like Mr. Mola say, you go see player they play today in one league. So the next day I go play in a league like 4 division below or one on a non-conference or whatever. Yeah. The problem being is because they not get the know-how for nothing. Mean a brand, I get for maintain certain things. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they all like Mr. Mola is saying for do education and Mr. Juma about rest on that. But it's the same thing is down to structure and this all go back to SLFA. I don't know SLFA, I don't know that than the executive now, but I'm just to say there is a problem we need for address. And in a day like this, will Lamin Conteh contribute so much. Like Mr. Juma say, we not believe say we all are about the same age. You know what I mean? Or the level of contribution we bring. You know, I always been the see Lamin like some kind. I know inside me it once in a while say, oh, we're about the same age. But it's like I always say like this my big brother because he get certain like some kind big brother, you know what I mean? Because
he don't rise on the level too early in early days. So he sound like a big man. Yeah.
He sound like a big man. He's well ahead of his time. And the thing that all they do is like I'm not gonna say because he die now. The thing they do, they not only play well. They even not a player like Galompan and then I keep on mentioning them because I used for there around them. And then this guy in the Ivory Coast, I don't know if not Galompan brother, the coach. Motina in himself, he just mentioned more Banaloko. You know what I mean? Yeah. These people they used to gather around Stako, with the cinema. I used to tell me mama they go watch Terminator or something like that. I don't go to the Terminator. I pay my cousin. They ain't go watch inside. Then maybe they outside. There was a somebody next to the Stako who say Galompa and then we then king up. And they around them for listening to them stories them. You know what I mean? So it's really painful that we do not have a structure who go bring them people assimilate them people into we present structure who go help we develop and help pass the message. Because what they used to do, they used to pass the message. Is now thinking about it, there was a structure we then design because there was no structure then. Yeah, but there's a structure we then design. Who say by then they get that they all used to respect Banaloko, bad one because even Galompa don't they who Banaloko. I don't know if now some take wapam. Well, I think it's supposed for this on side. Well, did you understand? So there's this level of hierarchy and respect. You know what I mean?
And then they still carry that with them.
Yes,
they still do. They still
yes.
do.
And then they lack now among the players. Then you know what I mean?
I think if we go on and on and on with salon football, we lost track of we main program with Africa Tumbu. But I don't say a lot's not happened now over the past couple of hours since he died. But we yet follow any kind of funeral arrangements we will publicly announce as well. We will put on our Facebook and social media platforms them. And I believe say at some point we will try as much as possible for cover the funeral for make primarily the entire world able for see the process of the burial of one of the greatest footballers that we don't ever produce. So as we discuss for wrap up now, Owen, what thing would be your own kind of message to the family, to the sporting discipline world in football in Sierra Leone and all over the world as in form of lessons learned and how we would try for make things better so we not end up with the kind disappointing footage exhibition who for don't showcase for the great Tumbu won't able to forget right now. What is going to be your message going forward in terms of this example?
Yeah, on behalf of myself, my family, as a football loving fan, I want to extend my condolence to the BE family and also to the football family at large because this is not just a loss for the Conteh family, and a loss for every other Sierra Leonean. We like football and don't they even some of we not even watch Junior Tumbu that kind of way, but we from the people who we believe when they tell stories of Junior Tumbu, you self need for believe say yes, he actually did a lot and it was a joy to watch. If they play football and he puts smiles on the faces of a lot of people, including me, myself, we don't tell you say, if they even the play Swansea for no more, let you go watch, or able to talk to Junior Tumbu. And also on the side of getting things in place. If you follow, we get a page, the Sierra Leone Premier League Board Facebook page. Single-handedly, yes. It was 2019 where they make me a member of the media committee when that was the resuscitation of football. Time level bear for level CC, yes, we archive. It's not through a phone. Yes, not through a phone, and in fact, not that kind of sophisticated phone like an iPhone, but all the way the time your level best. They go here and there, they go McKinney, they go even in the Shaka Stevens Stadium for level 12 or CC. We bring some of the matches they are live. Even some of the time, cut some of the matches and make some highlights, even though not to that kind of professional camera, we will see the highlight type of highlight you want. And also for it, now we able to document the players them. The players them need for be open. These are for everybody, the legends and now. Some them even shy for let them come out and even explain a story. Some them can even tell a story and we be able to document them. But this is a national problem now. This now on the side of the Football Association. We don't see some recent developments where the new president, the Charitable CCA Institute, but among them, particular one them now for CCA empower the media department of the Football Association. And also, like you mentioned, we need to get archives of every bit, including the Division 2 Division 3 clubs, the female clubs. But I can tell you, we all point fingers. This is Musupele, this is Mohamed Kalon, this is even Mohamed Kalon, where gets a lot of images for na Italy, na Al Ittihad, who say win the Champions League, where he even go play Club World Cup. When you ask Mohamed Kalon too much or even watch Wikipedia, you can't be sure of how many games where he play, how much goal. There has been so many debates. How much the highest ever goal scorer at the Sierra Leone Premier League? Who stemmed this? Who stemmed this? You understand? For although we put all of these debates them aside and we put them away, we need to forget a strong media. Mind you, we get lots and lots of vibrant people and football people and wearing media experts, PR professionals. We get graphic designers. We get people wearing computer literate way sabi put all of them data and they will not ever fade again. Look now, I don't watch this an international media of football.ua even tell me all rating Junior Tumbu in last games away international games where play away we not score. The last 5 games before they retire, so he not score. How many minutes this, how many minutes that. In all of this time, international media they tell you so. You understand? Whilst in Sierra Leone, we are capable, we get all the capability for that we do that. But it only take the conviction. It take the belief. And also let we get the expert them. If the media like they know, they even go out, they know say anything we ever deal with image rights, you understand? We don't know if they sell the images them. If anything we ever deal with image rights, they know say yes, it ever go with implications, ramifications. But let them be the pace setters. Let them count people them. Let them get a special IT department now the Football Association. We will get all this. Now Liberia, the Liberia Football Association, even them remember no Salon ex player, they get back, they need a celebrator. You understand? At the page, the Facebook page, the how Liberia they do. Go to the Liberia Football Association page. Go to the Gambia Football Association page. Go to the different pages. You'll be amazed of the development they see because they take now the media. All of the people are operating the contribution this they don't do. And until people fit into this, we are still far back. And something this time we don't say not be expected. Death is inevitable. Not for go one day. No more in terms of saying because I putting things in place for we are selling and exist. Okay, this is still. You know, say you play football, Division 1 and Division 2 football, still a name for them archive. You understand? He wasn't a professional footballer, but he did a level bet for let's say these are all things away for them and the data. We need this, and now we don't need for because when a country where we know we talk more than a lot of promises there. What we able to and they call on the leadership of the association, and they call on the leadership of the football people in the country, even the clubs they do themselves right. Because a lot of football clubs they even get proper media and proper structure they keep fact of the particular players them. And these are the so as many thanks to Sergeant Media, many thanks to the moderator. And make sure it's the way we don't discuss and play about this particular see after grant Evan and all the wrong things that we do, God will forgive them. Amen. And we hope for the best, especially when we pass players we don't play. Some they go through a lot psychologically, mental, everything is a big challenge to them. And we say that we'll get the courage for come out, and we will get our society we will the past like a particular life we will make them be part of society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Owi. Then a long message of advice to the footballing nation and to the FA itself, Sierra Leone Football Association, and also players currently and ex-players. Then it's like a lot of message with them for taking and see how then go for change the platform going forward. Like I'm to Sule, what will be your message of the same kind question we had to go to Mola in terms of what thing you feel say could be something we go on for say to the foreign community and for the loss of Tumbu as somebody who you grew up with in your early years as a child?
For first, I want to say send me condolences to the family on behalf of me granny who don't die and me papa and me mama all day. You know, I not tell her it. They call me when I do on the Zoom call, so I go therefore tell them because Mr. Conteh, Lamin Conteh, and papa well, and I all been there if we for go all the way. Even though when I moved to even mountain called Charlton Lane, he used to refer me for come all the way to Paconte until Paconte himself I think passed away or for whatever reason. I didn't know what the reason was. We start going to another physician. I send me message to the family and they might not know me or they might not remember the story because like years and years ago. Or would they say us to the family on behalf of me and my own family? And I just want to say Lamin Conteh impact a lot on my own upbringing, on my own perception of sports. And as a long-time Eastern Lion supporter, I want to say it did a lot for my team. The team I love all my life, and the message for most Sierra Leoneans is like we get to change a lot of things in, and border don't pass today, but we get to use the lessons and the things that will happen to border. And I think we border there's so much potential. It could have do more than what he do. The whole lifetime he dedicated to football, and I think we therefore learn for honor some of the people that would make difference, irrespective of the field. Or the things if anybody who make a huge difference in the field and influence so much people and make so much change, before learn for recognize them. And to honor the media, my own suggestion to honor is and also when I get the know-how and the barriers are there too much, I think it'll be very, very important if we start begin shift to our concentration on attacking the big organizations like the SLAFA and start begin do one-to-one and interview and documentation with some of them, the players that who don't know say don't do well and we don't contribute but we talk generally. Yeah, and this is not only sporting anymore, it's a huge example for anybody who make contribution. It can be medicine, it can be transportation, it can be administration, and we therefore begin to recognize the people in our midst who don't make so much difference. And for round everything up, I'm glad and be, even though brother don't die today, happy for me to able get the chance for even tell me story about my brother and some of the story of the other brother that will be there around them who still there alive. And I think so we'll therefore take the opportunity for begin make more contact with them people there before they say passed away and we end up staying at the same situation. You know what I mean? So my condolences again to the family. And thanks to you, T-Boy, thanks to Mr. Femi, thanks to Mr. Molai, thanks to Mr. Juma for this conversation we'll get about Ubroda. And I'll go left for left handed. And I'll look forward to our contribution towards sports and helping other people, inspire other people, and for do what we want to do. So condolences again to the family. And thanks to everybody. Anyway.
Thank you very much, Sule. I believe, I was quite shocked and surprised. We called you for come on board and you're willing and ready to come and discuss this particular issue with me. And I know you get that kind of relationship with Tumbu when you were younger. When you just give me that brief, I thought, okay, well, somebody we don't get some experience, we don't inspire you in so many different ways. Let's come and have a discussion about him. But not knowing that you have vast knowledge about him growing up as a child, which was very much important in this kind of discussion. We did give a tribute program about somebody. I think you need somebody we know and we go up, put down, we get a lot of background history of who that the person be, apart from his professional career where he end up for that. But thank you very much for giving us your time for being part of this particular program tonight.
Sorry to let you know, this is the first time I actually be on a Zoom. Well, I got nothing to do with me professional.
I know.
Congratulations to you. You take that away. It's the very first time. And I was not scared or anything, but I've never done it. Will not get anything to do with me work. Anyway. So,
thank you very much for that.
Well, anyway.
No problem. You know, so we can always break the eyes of people and doing things that you've never done before. And it's good because you haven't shown any form of something that you've never done before in this kind of public domain. But well done. Thank you very much. Now, I say I was quite impressed that you accept the offer and come and discuss this and talk about, Tumbu, why he was a child, which is very much important because we needed that on the platform for tonight's program. But thank you very much, as I say. I don't know if Mr. Palmer, now for begin get steady because I know for say, you said now one of the one that will be the clap from there, he just go this, then we, to them they play football. Now, well, Femi will actually know about then Ginger Hall, Kaibara, Kalefi.
Rockwood.
Imagine, yes, Rockwood. I remember that. And of course, you get in Mabella, you get Egan Street League as well. Egan Street League now will be also one of the biggest leagues.
Egan Street, yeah. What I want to call, who said in the Mendy Pig then? Don't the what?
Mabella,
yeah.
So I was quite fortunate to play football in possibly all of those areas. But like I say earlier on, the first time I ever meet or hear the Tumbu name na Ginger Hall. And Ginger Hall na been somebody na been me cousin we been there and watched it with we na the person we been get I think in family within a passing seats area. So basically that na been the community. So football then days and they've been very serious. Not to mean joke at all. Na been like a community thing where one community they go to the other community and challenge each other in terms of football. So Central was kind of the base and center of the whole of Eastern football, which in all become you can get Amaraya field beginner Rasabakusa, Parade and Tumbu when they play. So basically you can't hear that name, Tumbu and Parade. Those were the two names where now the juniors them way now been the only genius in football in Sierra Leone then, those two names. But sadly, we lost one, and God will preserve the other one for we and make sure say He protects them very well. And give more long life for make able for extend in knowledge in football. Be able for encourage them also for come into football in Sierra Leone and help for make their own meaningful contribution. But once we wait for Femi get for come January Juma. You want to wrap up there, you wrap up the program because this is
no, you didn't wrap up.
Okay, so let I come to you, make our Femi the over of charity. This na Kalefield football nine, it be the watch. Then it end up for watch some amount of Fire Force League, yes, small no more. And then Parade na they perform with the catcher again 6 cuts. Where you? Be safe home. Now the Creole way we talk Creole and English now football pitch. Femi been so good that Nandon scored the best goal ever now Bodgy Spark. Now let's smile they want to left the ball there. But anyway, over to Femi.
He scored on the ball now can go inside.
No, this is not a joker. It's no joke. I'm very serious. I played with him at the Savannah Football Club when I was one of the Was it?
The St. George's way?
No, the body swap when at St. George's way. Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Now, Femi scored the best goal ever in life. But over to Femi. What's in your own storyline along the Tumbu era? I know say you self know so much about him.
Well, T-Boy, family on Akushe. So really and truly, unlike Una, we know the man personally, me I don't know him personally, I not actually physically watch and play football in Natong because I left Freetown in the 80s. So I not get the opportunity for watch and live, but I read all the story them. and I watch on a television where they go play with Leone Stars. You know, I remember I think it was 94 94. I think say apart from Junior Tumbu, the only other name we strike me on the match then day I think say him they play right back Rashin Wuri,
yeah.
I saw this guy and I think say wow, you know they play African man football. He was a winger. Those are the two guys that we really and truly catch my attention. As you know, all boy picky one play football. And where they go Burgess Park, we they see some of the so-called, you know, the internationals from Salon we can campus and they can play with we. The way then guys who been play football, I go say Junior Tumbu na been a master because Junior Tumbu na been card man. So Salomon they been known for card. So I was quite impressed with Rashin Wuri because he was the opposite. He na been proper winger, like the winger that we see now, where they play for team like Liverpool. So where they go then they come, you know. So I was really impressed with that Salon team day, and I think say they did quite well up to where they meet one team from Eastern Africa. We give you some good damn dirty beats.
We didn't get Kalusha Bwala.
Zambia. And actually, you know, say he played with Kalusha Bwala
in the same club.
Yeah, the same club.
Okay.
He played with him.
Well, is he in Belgium or in one of the European countries?
One of the other countries. I'm not going to remember right now, but he played with him, you know, at the same club.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, a lot of our players then from that area, they seem to end up playing at Europe, mainly Belgium league, you know, and then I think then Dutch league them, and they do quite well. Today, where the news break, I see some video, I see some posts them. Then they show you the various countries that we Junior Tumbu play. I mean, it's incredible, and as soon as I say it is sad, say we not able to get the, you know, the archives in the for document such travels. Apparently, he played in, you know, 5, 6, 7 different countries. You know, that's what you call a professional. Yeah. You know, we get
different clubs as well.
Yeah, we get different clubs in different countries, different leagues. We get an export like that from we country of bad Sierra Leone, and we not get anything for sure for that. It's a shame. But let me go say on this solemn occasion, I want to send me condolences then to the family. Una Osh, una take heart. Una boy picking don't go, but he didn't God in hand by God in power. But wait till he left behind, you know, no matter say we not get the archives there, so his name will be remembered by Boku of we, and possibly we picking them, we can picking them, because he wasn't just an icon of Sierra Leone football, but he's an icon of African football. He loved the game, he played the game that he loved, and you know the game will always remember him for what he do for the game.
Thank you very much, Femi. And I believe say that contribution there is short, but it gets so much meaning. When you love the game and the game loves you, and you serve your country because of the game where you love, I think say nothing that they will compare to that. Like you say, we not get evidence of him playing for Sierra Leone or playing in the local Sierra Leone clubs, but in name, wherever remain for the minds of Sierra Leoneans. The younger ones, even the older ones, even the younger ones yet unborn, will be able to recognize that name even when they grow up older. Over to you, Juma.
All right, thank you so much, T-Boy. And we guessed them, and of course, Femi. And thank you to our viewers, you know, and we see all the messages. Please continue to share this tribute. We will say, it's a tribute to Noah make him sorry because Lamin Junior Tumbu Conteh, you know, was a smiling man, you know, humble, happy, enjoy what he do. I'm sure possibly he may not have material things there, but he led a fulfilled life. He did something that he wanted to always do as a child, He played football until he retired 2012. You know, big man, then he's still involved now the game in your way. They can suicide go start somewhere. You know, Russia want go be Slava president or for Fed for be team manager and Leone Stars. He went to Division 1 team. He not even go Fed say I don't play for Lions, I be the coach for Lions, now me qualify. He went to Division 1 team all the way now the Eastern Province for try for nurture young players, young talents them, for give them opportunity where sometimes it not being get in a structured way. So always he don't learn outside. He wanted to impact it. So that should tell you the kind of person where the great Lamin Junior Tumbu Conteh was. He's a legend. He's an icon. He was a mentor. He was, you know, an inspiration to many people. Even the one that we not Sabia, we not see him play. They resonate with the name. They wanted to see what this guy looked like. You know, people idolized him. Like when they say, I remember when they come for camp play for Leone Stars, when they didn't practice in field. People want for hound up, you know, all just wanted to say, I touched him with this man with Engineer Tumbu dreads. The dread way even gets name. Woman the hairstyle turn, I want to give me Junior Tumbu in style. So that's how unique this person is. The women there will possibly not play football, we don't understand the offside rules, but no say there's a hairstyle, you know, unique to one Sierra Leone, Junior Tumbu. So Bodi Abona for make Junior Tumbu for me. That shows the kind of person. I wish Sierra Leone in the add value and respect people the way they contribute to their communities, to the country in different ways. Well, here is to the family, we say hush. To the footballing community, we say hush. To all Sierra Leoneans, we say hush. And let we continue for remember them in my own way. And with the appeal, please, to government and SLAFA, that if we're unable for give a state funeral, at least una give a befitting civic funeral where everybody go participate and celebrate this person and say thank you to him and in family. We pray whatever in shortfalls them on earth, let God sorry for him, let God sorry for him mistakes them, and everything where he do, let God multiply him for him and let he go to the highest of heavens. Thank you so much, and we'll join Una for subsequent programs where they talk about the life of this great man, because people get different form of history and relationship with this 146-year-old man who was Sabi. Thank you and good night. Over to you, Tibo.
Well, thank you very much, Juma, and I want to extend me condolences to the family once more, again to the Conteh family for losing a child at the age of 46, and not for say reach to the peak of his career yet, for making able for hand in own kind of contribution to the younger generation, the way it don't begin for give in your own experience. But again, at God in term reach, and we God in term reach, nobody can challenge them. Like we say, let God sorry for them from some of the things that we don't do, we know to the right thing them, unknowing to consciously or subconsciously, let God forgive them for them sins then day. But again, I want to make this message clear to the footballing world in Sierra Leone for say we've lost a great person. And I say there are so many people all over the world right now who are very, very much touched and very sad today. I will not mention names, but I think there is one particular name we need to call Junior Tumbu. You know, call next will be Junior Parade. And also this will be a very sad day for him today, because this is a person where they all two grow up, where they all two play football together, and then they don't live a lot of different kind of lifestyle over the past couple of years. But like I said earlier on, now got the give, now got the take. So this is the time we got done ready for take Junior Tumbu away from this art, and in contribution we don't make towards football in Sierra Leone, a very, very much immense, and you can't really make comparison with the kind of caliber player we be. If you not dribble like a Junior Tumbu, you know how to play ball freedom. So that's now one of the things we is stand out for. And also just the fact say He has the skills to dribble, but he also get the skill for making killer passes. He was a terrific midfielder. And back in the couple of months ago, we were struggling and dying and crying for a creative midfielder in Sierra Leone. And the people in name will make comparison to. Now, we're not going to play like a Junior Tumbu there. We get confidence for hold the ball and do whatever he want for do time, just because he believes, say, he get the ability and the potential. Can you imagine if we have the Junior Tumbu there now, as we been getting Junior Tumbu back in the days when football was not yet a top flight sport in Sierra Leone, we will give you so much money. How football me for only? How much people there he influenced for come into the limelight of playing football? Now, one player where I believe say not just was a gentleman on the pitch. Now also, I mean, I right back in a skill because he was also streetwise. He sabi for hangout, he sabi for do the thing the way you did able for do for make you able for survive. Even though he come on a background of a family where now a middle class background. Because back in the days, if you come out from a family where they into the medical field, definitely it's a family that can afford. But he choose for play football. And he chose for playing football because he believed in football and he loved football. Those days, no parents not in a salon where they encourage him to think about football because football is a failure. Football not for dropout. Football not for people who are not serious. We all go through that process there at some point in our lives because they believe, say, you ought to know better than being a footballer. But if football not the team is so loved, he do say to the team where he die, he's still there in the act of football. It means he was destined to do football and he was destined to eat, live, and die football. We don't lost a great legend today in the sport, and I believe, say, we get for maintain the structures of the legend and way they are alive. Most of the panelists that we don't talk today, they'll make contribution for, say, we get for begin honor them people they are so whilst they're still alive. Not when they are dead. We get the crocodile tears. We begin make all the noise, say, we for do this, we for do that. They can't give 5 bag grace, they can't give 5 million. That is not going to help the solution of what we feel say need to be done. For so many of them, people they also will get in a salon, we will still not able to recognize. We they give awards to people them where we feel say deserve to be awarded. But some of them really don't deserve the award when the country they recognize them for. When you get players them, you get people who don't make immense contribution in areas like sports. I don't know when was the last time they gave an award to a sporting personality in Sierra Leone. Please, if anybody know of anybody with a Minongi honor of the Rokel in Sierra Leone as a sport personality, please send me a message on the Facebook or YouTube.
Well, apart from Kalon, actually,
well, Kalon is just quite obvious. I'm talking about maybe we don't play 30, 40 years down the line. Kalon is still young. No more in career done quick, but he can still play football anyway because at his age he still fits to play. But anyway, it's not about Kalon tonight, it's about Junior Tumbu. But let me continue for recognize them people there. So let me continue for keep the legacy of Junior Tumbu. It's so sad that all the historical statistics we don't come out all over the world, we go directly towards Junior Tumbu is not Sierra Leone based, it's European based. We still don't have a statistics of how many games he played in Sierra Leone, in club level, national level, how many goals he scored, how many caps he had, when did he become a captain, how long in captainship last for. None of these things are actually in the public domain. So we therefore begin find a way how we document the one way they still there alive. Like I always make mention earlier on, maybe you might think you have the players to be blamed for some of the things they are. So I will put a percentage of it on it because again, I have tried, we have tried, many people have tried in so many different ways to document some of this information, but it is still a struggle. And if you don't document this information, you don't want to leave the testimony of yourself on earth by people saying things and it is not on record. The records that people make, then document, it did it for life, forever. Because generations, yes, unborn, go come, and still get access to those materials. If we look for archival materials right now, then they say, go to the BBC path. It means before colonial days in Sierra Leone, there are documents, there are pictures, there are videos that can actually showcase what Sierra Leone used to be like. Can you imagine that? So now we have a digital world where almost everybody have access to cameras or phones or some amount of device that they can use to document in video, in picture, electronically by text, or even audio. Do we have any live commentary of a commentator where don't highlight the goal which Tumbu score? Can you imagine how that atmosphere would have been if you watch that game there right now and Tumbu score a goal? How the commentator will actually express that joy there on the radio? We don't have that. So these are some of the things that we are missing within our sporting discipline, especially in football. Because the other sports you can't even mention, they don't even exist. As far as I'm concerned, it is not considered to be any sporting discipline. Football is the only that is giving the highest amount of concentration. And even at that level, we still cannot do anything that will be substantial to the lives of Sierra Leoneans who might crave to find those evidence and reports and articles of then legend they are, so we don't serve the community. Like I said earlier on, we might not know when the burial will take place, but if we do get that information there as soon as possible, we will be in the position and have a pleasure for making we able to broadcast the funeral live on our platforms and every other platform we go on for tag onto it. But at the same time, we want to extend the condolences to the family. May them take heart, because this is a loss, not just for them, but for the entire nation. But we will possibly likely come up with another subsequent program, maybe approaching the burial or the day for the burial, as soon as we get the announcement to go make it clear to viewers them, and we'll be able to make sure we broadcast the funeral for now. I want to say thank you to the people who were on journey, even though this is not a short call. We only start to put this information out this afternoon for me. We not say we get a program will come up for the a tribute to Tumbu. And definitely we appreciate the fact that you guys have taken your time to join us and continue for joining. We continue for like the page, continue for share the program. It's a tribute program. We expect to get a phone-in session, but I think we will left there for the day for the burial. Let God make clash with most of the thing they want to do, so we're able to get extensive coverage for like everybody be able to see exactly how the burial will unfold in Freetown. We hope that the FA and the government will put their hands together and give you a befitting funeral, whether it's going to be a state or what's not the other word, or civic funeral. Then any one of those two, I think the nation will appreciate. But anything below that, I think it will be a shame for the FA. If the FA can't lobby for this to be a national event or national burial for honor this great man, I think we will find a way to honor him in our own ways. So look, we continue for honor with heroes then. Look, we not wait until they die. So until next week, possibly, we hope say nothing no will come up again. We'll be able to come on here from now on to the weekend. But please do watch out for the next program when they come on Wednesday. Now how we go to go inside the Republic. So I want to say thank you very much to everybody, the panelists them, Sule, Gebe, Mola Ikabo, of course, the young boss, Jumaba, and the technical director, Femi Pama. I want to say thank you to Nawal, and thank you to viewers them for watching this particular program where we can put up for an emergency broadcast for make we own special contribution and do a tribute show to the late man, the great footballer which Salonda ever produced, Lamin Conteh, we commonly known as Gino Tumbu. So until next week, bye-bye.
Yes, this na time for all Salon people and them party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sarahgemmedia.org. Now who's term these?
Somebody